A human customer service agent costs a company between $8 and $15 every time you call. A bot costs under 50 cents. That is a 30 times cost reduction per call the moment they swap out a person for an automated menu. Salesforce cut 4,000 customer service jobs last year and immediately saved 17% on support costs. Klarna bragged publicly that its AI assistant did the work of 700 human employees. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, 150,000 call center jobs in America will be gone by 2033. Here's the part nobody mentions. Not 1 cent of those savings showed up in your bill. What showed up in your life is the hold music, the press 1 for English, the bot that mishears you 3 times before dumping you back to the main menu. The experience so bad that 70% of Americans now say automated phone systems are more frustrating than talking to a real person, which is a little like a restaurant replacing its kitchen with a vending machine and then proudly announcing a 70% improvement in kitchen efficiency. So here is the thesis, and it is simple. Companies did not automate customer service to help you. They did it to pocket a $14 per call margin improvement and then handed you the cost in the form of your time and your sanity. Let's talk about how this machine actually works. Every time you call a company with a problem, that company faces a choice. They can pay a human being roughly $20 an hour to solve it, which at average call length runs them about $10 per interaction. Or they can deploy a system that costs less than a postage stamp, handles thousands of calls at once, and never asks for healthcare benefits. From a spreadsheet, this is a no-brainer. From your kitchen at 6 p.m., on hold about a billing error while dinner gets cold, it is a completely different experience. And here is where it starts to get worse. The bot was not designed to solve your problem. It was designed to contain your problem, to keep you away from a human long enough that you either give up or find the answer yourself. The industry term for this is actually called a containment rate, and companies celebrate when that number goes up. A higher containment rate means fewer calls reaching an expensive human agent. It means the bot successfully absorbed your frustration without costing the company anything. It is not a customer service metric. It is a cost deflection metric with a friendlier name. In 2024, over 50% of U.S. contact centers had deployed some form of conversational AI, and call volumes, they went up. People are not calling less, they're just getting bounced more. Here's the irony that should bother you. 73% of customers still prefer to solve problems by speaking to a live person on the phone. 77% say they expect to reach someone right away when they call. The demand for human service has not changed at all. The supply of it was simply removed because the savings were never going to be shared with you. Now, Klarna is a perfect case study here. In 2024, the company announced its AI agent was doing the work of 700 customer service reps. Big headlines, impressive number. Then, in 2025, Klarna quietly started rehiring human customer service agents because the AI rollout had damaged customer relationships badly enough to hurt the business. Their CEO eventually described human support as a future VIP experience. Think about that for a second. The service you used to get for free just by calling a company with a problem is being repositioned as a premium offering. Same service, now it's a feature, and features, historically, come with a price tag. This is the pattern across the industry. Automate aggressively, watch customer satisfaction erode, then patch it with a paid tier where you can talk to an actual person. It's not incompetence, it's a business model. And the workers caught in the middle of all of this? The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects customer service employment will decline by 5% over the next decade, roughly 150,000 jobs. These are not high-paid positions. The median hourly wage in 2024 was $20.59. These are working-class jobs that provided a real and useful service, and they're being quietly deleted from the economy so that the cost per interaction can fall from $10 to 50 cents. The people who held those jobs do not see the savings. You do not see the savings. Gartner estimates conversational AI will reduce agent labor costs by $80 billion by 2026. Someone is keeping that $80 billion. It's not you, and it's not them. Here's where the math gets genuinely insulting. Nearly 60% of customers say long hold times and automated menus are the most frustrating part of any service experience. Research shows the average customer abandons a call about 90 seconds with a bot that can't help them. But in some industries, like energy companies, the average wait time to reach a human runs over 85 minutes. So your actual choice is 90 seconds with a machine that can't solve your problem, or 85 minutes waiting for someone who can. And here's the key thing. The company hasn't optimized for either of those outcomes. They've optimized for the outcome where you get frustrated and leave. Because a customer who hangs up is cheaper than a customer who gets through. If you give up, the problem disappears from their cost sheet entirely. The frustration is not a side effect, it is load-bearing. There's actually a bill in the U.S. Senate right now called the Keep Call Centers in America Act, introduced by bipartisan senators in 2025. It would require companies to tell you whether you're talking to a bot and give you the legal right to request a human agent. The fact that Congress needs to pass a law to protect your right to speak to a person should tell you everything about how far this has gone. But legislation is slow, and in the meantime, the system keeps running exactly as designed. Here's the reframe that I think changes how you see all of this. Customer service used to be a cost companies absorbed to keep you happy. Now it's a maze companies built to keep you busy. The friction is not accidental. The hold music is not a glitch. The menu tree that makes no logical sense is not a tech failure. They've calculated the exact amount of your patience they can consume before you cancel your subscription or switch providers, and they've automated right up to that line. The genius, if you want to call it that, is that the system looks like a service. It has a friendly voice. It says, "I can help you with that." It apologizes for the wait. It creates just enough of the appearance of customer care that the company cannot be accused of having no support at all. But the goal was never resolution. The goal was deflection. You're not experiencing bad customer service because the technology isn't good enough yet. You're experiencing it because this is what the technology was optimized to do. If this kind of breakdown is useful to you, subscribing takes about 2 seconds, and it genuinely helps the channel keep making videos like this one. The hold music is not going away anytime soon, but at least now you know exactly why it's playing.